Alright, so I want to give my thoughts on X-Men Second Coming and what I've read of it so far. Uh, this is the third event in a trilogy that was planned to run behind Messiah Complex and Messiah War. And it's actually the first major crossover in between all of the X-Men comics available in a long time. Here's the story. Cable and Hope have returned to the present day after running through time from Bishop, and Bastion, who was actually Master Mold the Sentinel, has resurrected a lot of the main human uh, advocates for mutant destruction. You have Graydon Creed, Cameron Hodge, William Stryker, Bolivar Trask, and some other Joker I can't remember. But basically, they've got all their little groups out to try and destroy the mutants, especially Hope, now that the mutant numbers are dwindling so badly. Uh, the series is running in between Uncanny X-Men, X-Men Legacy, New Mutants, and what was that? X-Force. But basically, on the whole, so far, this has been a really good story. And I'm going to talk about some of the past events of it right now. Um, for the past 4 to 5 issues, it's been a huge chase scene where X-Force and the Alpha roster of the X-Men have been going after Hope, trying to save her, but you have William Stryker's Purifiers and you have Cameron Hodges' Sapien League. And all these guys are dressed up in a bunch of armored suits with little smiley faces painted on them. And it's been just a huge kick-ass battle between everybody. The action in it has been great. For a 4 to 5 issue action scene, it's just spectacular. You also get to see little character moments here because you have this period now in this event is when a lot of shit is hitting the fan. You have the X-Men who find out that Cyclops have reassembled X-Force, and Nightcrawler especially has issues to take about that, and he has it out with Cyclops about that. You also have a little moment in between Cable and Hope. I believe it was back in Uncanny X-Men that I read that, where they have like a little moment about her because Cable always thinks of her as a child soldier that needs protecting, and he stops to consider that sometimes that she's just a little girl. And there was a nice moment involving them, involving him giving her a makeup kit. And at that point, she goes and puts on some makeup and changes the costume, and she walks out looking like Jean Grey did in the gold and green Phoenix costume. We also have New Mutants go and battle Cameron Hodges' Sapien League, and just having Warlock from New Mutants go and take them out. It was a really kick-ass scene. But we also have some casualties of the war in this. Magic, Colossus' little sister, is taken out of the fight. They basically cast a spell, but they launched some kind of missile at her, and when it cleared, she was covered in all these magic markings, and all of a sudden this portal to Limbo opened up and she's dragged down into it. She's gone, and Colossus is freaking the fuck out and not being able to continue the fight as well because saying everybody needs to break off and go look for his little sister. I think Karma is either knocked out or taken out of this. We also have a death in here that I kind of seen the death coming, and I was surprised about it. If you want no spoilers about it, you better jump ahead about 5 or 10 seconds in case you hadn't read X-Force 26. It was Nightcrawler, and I was extremely surprised at that. But, I kind of seen that coming, and actually, I have to commend the writers on X-Force because this death, though it was intended as shock value, was not as violent as a lot of the other ones that have been going on in comics lately. There was nobody being ripped in half by a psychotic Superman. Nobody was raped off panel, like I think it was Cry for Justice that was done like that. And, it was a tragic death, but it was actually done with decency, and what happened is that Nightcrawler teleported in front of Hope in order to dodge her away from Cameron Hodge, or not Cameron Hodge, but Bastion, and when he teleported in front of her, he had Bastion run an arm through his chest and kill him. And I think that was handled a whole lot better. So anytime another big Marvel event comes up, and like, hey, they need to look at this as an inspiration, because this was not done over the top just for shock value, just to sell comics. This was actually handled decently, and that's my little rant on that. But, basically for the most part, Second Coming has been a great issue. I look forward to the next installment, which is supposed to be X-Men Legacy, I believe, so that will be Chapter 6. And you're also going to have some tie-ins from X-Factor. They're going to tie in this Second Coming Revelations, and then you have Second Coming X-Factor. So that's going to be kind of interesting, and it'll be following Madrix and the rest of them, because Guido and Monet are in South America right now trying to rescue Monet's father from Mordo, so I don't know if they're going to focus on that for the next couple of issues in this, but it's been a good event so far. So if you've been liking this, definitely go and check it out and pick up some of the past issues. I highly recommend this. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back later. Peace.